Hey folks, Kerry here, and I'm going to talk about the DJI Pocket 2. This is a camera that I've been using for the last couple months, and I am super impressed with it. I have the original Osmo Pocket, and it never really got much use. There's a lot of things I didn't really care about it. The sensor is very small. This control handle here, you have a dial, and you can switch it between pan and tilt. Not a big fan of that. You can't do a diagonal, and that really bugged me out. There's no easy way of putting this on a tripod, and the two things that you really, or three things that you really want to do: charge it, use a microphone, and put it on a tripod. Those three things you cannot do all at the same time on here. There's only a USB-C port on the bottom, and that's it. If you want to use the wireless module and run it remotely, you could put the wireless module on, but you couldn't do a microphone or charge it at the same time. If you wanted to use a microphone, you would put this ugly little butt dongle on here that just hung out the bottom, and then you couldn't charge it or use the wireless module. If you wanted to be charging it, well, then you couldn't use the wireless module or a microphone. So it really felt like the accessories were designed by someone else instead of the team that designed the Pocket. With the Pocket 2, in essence, it has some of the same issues, but workarounds, which is really nice. First off, the sensor is bigger, so better low light performance, better color, everything. Very happy with the sensor on here. And this extension piece. So if we look at the two, they're essentially the same size, but the Pocket 2 has this bottom piece on here called the all-in-one handle. Now you can buy it separately, or you get it as part of the Creator Combo, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So what does the all-in-one handle do? Well, let's see. It has a USB port on the back, so you can charge it. It has a 3.5 millimeter jack on the side, so you can plug in a microphone. It is a wireless module, so that you can control the camera remotely from your phone, and a wireless microphone. So you don't need to use a plugged-in microphone on here. It comes with a wireless mic, very similar to a Rode Wireless Go. Now, if you're using the wireless mic, you can also plug in headphones into the jack to use for monitoring. That is super cool. Now, in typical DJI fashion, it has all the standard features: time-lapse, motion-lapse, panoramic modes, selfie modes, active track, all the stuff you'd expect from a DJI product. And it works extremely well. I'm very happy with it. I've been using it every weekend for the last couple months on my Trail Traveler channel. Basically almost anything that's done exterior from a vehicle, except for when a camera is mounted on the vehicle. Any walk-around stuff is done with this. My intros and my outros are all done with this. Very happy with it. It does have about a 20 millimeter equivalent focal length on here, which a lot of people complain about just being too narrow for doing vlogging. Got to agree with that. It is a bit narrow. I have to really hold it out at arm's length to get the framing I want right. But as part of the Creator Combo, it does come with a little clip-on wide angle adapter, which works really well. I gotta say, I don't really have any distortion or fuzziness on the edges, so the wide angle adapter is really nice. I just wish I didn't have to use one. The other problem is it just taps on here with magnets, and they say it's more secure because it clips in, and no, it doesn't. There's no clipping. I've gone through two of them now, and they don't push in and snap in and are more secure. They fall off if you tap it hard, or if you scrape it on something. You're going to lose it. I've already lost one. I had to buy a replacement. So still not a huge fan. No, not a huge fan. I am not a fan at all of how they do the filters on here. They should be a latch so that they're more secure, or some other way of connecting them so they don't fall off. But it'll do up to 4K 60 at 100 megabits, which, again, I wish DJI would improve on their bit rate, get it up to 120, 140. The memory cards can easily handle it. So give us more data. It'd also be nice if it would do H.265. All their other cameras can do H.2, well, not all of them. Some of the lower end ones can't, but some of the lower end drones. But their Osmo Action can do H.265. This should be able to do H.265. It can shoot photos in DNG RAW, which is nice, and it has two modes, either 16 megapixel or 64 megapixel. It is a quad Bayer sensor, so you can actually get it to do 64 megapixel. I'm not a fan of doing things that aren't exactly native to the sensor, so I just really haven't seen any benefit of that 64 megapixel mode. I really need to do some more pixel peeping, but I don't really use it for photos. I use it for video. And for that, it is great. The original Pocket, I have done night shots with this that I have sold on stock footage sites. And with a bigger sensor, this guy does even better. But it's really not my low light camera. I have other cameras that work better in low light. So if you wanted a little comparison between the Pocket and the Pocket 2, you got it right here. And if you're interested in something like this, definitely check it out. It's a great little unit. Very happy with it. A new feature they added into the firmware. There's a power button on the side. Now you've always been able to either push the power button or hold down the mode button to turn it on. Nothing real special there. That's how the old one got turned on. Now, if you hold down the mode to turn it on, it turns on normally with the camera facing away from you. If you turn it on with the power button, it starts in selfie mode. Now, because I do a lot of that when I'm vlogging, that is a great startup mode for me. I really like how I have that choice. So it's kind of neat. And the new firmware also added the microphone out or headset out so I can monitor the audio, make sure it's recording and all that. The audio quality on the microphone, the wireless microphone, is really good. There's, again, just the current firmware update, really improved that and eliminated electrical interference noises when I was shooting indoors. So there's the DJI Pocket 2. They did drop Osmo from the name. This was the Osmo Pocket, and this is just Pocket 2. Go marketing. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll have a little more tutorials or tips and product reviews and gadgets and things coming up. So stay tuned. Let me know what you want to see. And if you like this, be sure and check out Trail Traveler, my off-road video channel. And if you want more in-depth videos, more in-depth tutorials, more in-depth reviews of some of the different products that I work with, check out Filmmaker Central. That's right here on YouTube, Filmmaker Central. And I also do a ton of tutorials on DaVinci Resolve on there. This channel is just quick and dirty product reviews, gadget things, and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into really deep into DaVinci Resolve or anything. That's what Filmmaker Central's for. So check it out over there. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kerry, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.